Morning guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today is Friday the 17th and I'm up bright and early. It's just gone 6:45, it's about 10 to 7 now. And yeah, I'm up, I'm dressed, ready to go. Just had a FaceTime chat with Perry this morning. So yesterday after Layla went to bed, he sent me a text message to tell me that apparently she insisted on taking her maracas to bed with her because it was her daddy wake up instrument in the morning, and that she was going to wake him up with the maracas in the morning, which I thought was hilarious. He has no idea where she got the idea from, but apparently that was her plan. She kind of forgot to do that this morning, and then after about 10 minutes she was like, oh no, and ran off to get the maracas to come back and shake them at Perry. So apparently her plan for tomorrow morning is to just come and say wake up really loudly. So there we go. But yeah, so I'm up now, ready to go. We're gonna go grab a coffee and some food. As much as I'm not a huge fan of it, I'm probably just gonna go to the Starbucks on the ground floor of the hotel, just because I don't really want to go outside right now. I'm not feeling 100% great. Like I said yesterday, I was feeling a little bit off. Today my throat hurts, which is perfect timing, just right before I'm about to start back-to-back classes for the next 3 days. I get a sore throat. But I've been worried that I might be coming down with something for the last few days, mainly because Layla's a bit sick. She's got a cold, and that started coming on a few days before I left, so I was a bit worried that she's probably passed it on to me, which is quite possible. So we will see how we fare, but like I said, I don't really fancy going outside right now because it's quite cold today, and I'm just gonna go get a coffee and something to eat from Starbucks and go find somewhere to sit and relax before I have to go start teaching, essentially. All right, I will catch up with you guys in a bit. I just had a very surreal moment. I went to the teacher's table to get my bits for this morning, and I bumped into Susan B. Anderson, who was so sweet, so lovely, and she looked at me, she was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm finally getting to meet you, and I was like, I'm finally getting to meet you. It was one of those really funny moments, but she was so lovely, very sweet. We had a few minutes to chat and stuff, and then we both ended up having to go off our separate ways. She's teaching a bunch of classes this weekend as well, but it was nice to bump into her finally and get to say hello. Anyway, I'm all settled into my classroom now, and I've got about an hour before the class kicks off, and so I'm just gonna sit here, drink some water, stay hydrated, because my throat is feeling very scratchy, and I can feel my lips are very dry, so I need to drink more water and just go over the materials. Alright, first class is over. I think it went pretty well, quite happy with it. It was a fisherman's rip class, and yeah, off to go get some lunch. Right, so I just met up with Emily, who works at Brooklyn General. She's a friend of mine. She's Slow Fashion Rebel on Instagram, and yeah, so I met up with her because she's going to stay with me tonight in the hotel room, and I'm having kind of like a fairly casual knit night in the hotel room later this evening. Whoever's around wants to come and hang out and knit for a little bit, and then so I met up with her to go drop her bags off in my room, and then I picked up my lunch. So when I went out, got a salad last night. I also picked up a sandwich for myself, knowing full well that I might not have time today to go out and get some food. So went up, grabbed that. They also give us vouchers for coffee and tea, so I went and grabbed a coffee, sitting down. I came back to the classroom because I was like, this is the quietest place I'm going to be able to sit. I did bump into Mars, hey Brownberry, and Sarah, another one of the teachers, and I also bumped into Sophia, who's the drunk knitter. I bumped into her when I was getting my coffee, so it was nice getting to chat with her. And yeah, guess I'm here now. Just gonna sit down, enjoy my coffee, enjoy my food, and probably knit for a little bit, get set up for the class, and wait for everyone else to show up. Oh, she's ready. Oh, she's ready. Hello.
We're heading down to the market.
Yes, finally heading down to the market, and finish my last class of the day.
Let me grab. You know what?
You're gonna go grab her. You go grab her. Okay.
I'll see you in a
All right.
bit.
See you in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Finished my last class of the day, and it went okay. It was definitely a little bit more up and down, but I got some really good feedback, so I know how to improve that class going forward. And yeah, better head into the market. Braving the cold really quickly, just to nip across the street and grab some food. I mean, it's so cold I can see my breath, and I'm just wearing this thin sweater, so wish me luck. Morning guys, so I've had my morning coffee and some food, and then I realised I think I left my teacher's badge in my room, so I'm running back up to my room to try and find it. Hopefully Emily's awake, because I kind of like tiptoed around this morning to get ready without waking her up, so I can rummage around and try and find my teacher's badge, because I don't know where that's gone, and then have to head off to my classroom. Okay. Name badge acquired. I've got the room key for the room I'm teaching in today. It's one of the guest rooms. Because the hotel's having renovations done, not all of the classrooms are available, so some of the classes are being done in guest rooms that have been converted. So yeah, one of the advantages is that I can lock the door, so I can leave stuff there during the day, which is nice, because both my classes are in the same place. Ta-da! Oh, that's a nice setup. Oh, that's good. It's nice and cozy. All right, got the table all set up. I quite like this setup with a big table with everyone sat around it. Looks quite cozy. And yeah, so got the handouts handed out. I realised we don't have any teacher surveys in here, so I have to go pick up some of those. But yeah, really excited. Okay, teacher surveys have been acquired. Oh, 8. I'm gonna finally get back and relax. Alright, first class is finished. It went really well. Really happy with how that class went. And yeah, so off downstairs now. Gotta go find Mars, who's meeting me at the teacher's table. I'm gonna go have some food, and I need to go see a few people in the marketplace. Look what I found.
Hi.
Hello.
Lovers of Mina.
And Mars.
We're having a
You look
great
so much
time.
shorter because you're a level down.
Okay, see,
There
she
you
is
go.
taller than me though, let's be clear.
I'm gonna go check out the market. Alright, so that is it. Classes are done for today. And yes, I'm gonna go hand in the feedback forms, hand back the room key, and head back to the marketplace quickly. There were still a couple of people I didn't get around to see. I'm gonna go see them quickly, and then go back up to my room, sort out my bags, get settled a bit, relax, and then head out for dinner later. And then I thought, well, I found a certain someone who wasn't supposed to be here. Or at least I wasn't expecting to be here. Hello. Struggling to wind yarn, I see.
Trying to, but this yarn is not cooperating.
Look who I found. Hello. Made it back to my room. All good. It was a hectic hour or so running around the marketplace downstairs, bumping into people, saying hi to people, saying bye to people. I bumped into Eric, who I was not even expecting to be here. He is 6 Plus Twine on YouTube. He does have a podcast. He hasn't podcasted in a while, and his anyway, he's an old friend, and it was really nice to see him. And yeah, that was a surprise. Got to say hi to a bunch of other friends, catch up with some friends who I want to see later for dinner as well. And yeah, so I have about 45 minutes before I need to be downstairs to see friends to go off for dinner. I'm quite tired, but I'm looking forward to dinner later. So I'm just gonna relax a little bit and watch some YouTube, have some downtime, and then head off. All ready now, wrapped up nice and warm. So we finally got our party together out the hotel, walking in like the slush, and it's snowing slash sleeting slash, I can't make up its mic, can it? Got Ellie with her nice new haircut.
Slushy rain.
Because it is.
And the others are coming up behind. Finished at dinner with everyone, said goodbye. Hopefully I'll see some of them again tomorrow. If not, I'll see them next time I'm in the city. Other than Ellie, of course, who I'll probably see back in London. But yeah, walking back to the hotel now. Morning guys. I'm so tired, honestly. All this teaching is so exhausting. Today is the start of the last day of VKL. And yeah, just making my way down to go get some coffee and go get settled before my first class. It's 7:15, so nice and early. Oh jeez, my voice hasn't kicked in yet. I'm so so tired. The exhaustion is settling in. And yeah, I've got 2 more classes today. It should be fun. Made it. I got a coffee. I actually really don't like Starbucks coffee, but it's the only decent coffee around. I mean, it's the only decent coffee. It's the only coffee available without having to leave the hotel. My voice is so croaky. Hopefully the coffee will help. Decided to cast on a little sample to use for demonstration purposes. Fairly last minute, so just working that up now. I was going to use the sock that I'm working on, but I figured actually doing it out of DK yarn would be easier probably for people to see. So I'm using larger needles, DK yarn, and I'm obviously doing much fewer stitches just so I can get through the rounds quicker and show people to demonstrate the different techniques. I feel very rough. Oh jeez, I think once I get home I'm just gonna sleep for 2 days. Well, minus the bits where I have to look after Layla, but yeah, it's I'm gonna be exhausted by the end of this, which is fine. I really enjoy teaching, which I never thought I would, but I do really enjoy it. So I'm just a bit annoyed that I'm losing my voice. So hopefully everyone will be able to hear and understand what I'm saying. Just finished my 2 at a time subclass. So well, so well. The fabulous Sylvia in her amazing cardigan. Like how, that's all intarsia. It's all like beautifully finished on the wrong side as well. And obviously the fabulous Ellie, as always. That is amazing, that is beautiful. Okay, last class is finished. I'm done now for the weekend. 6 classes in 3 days, 3 hours long each, 18 hours of teaching. I am beyond shattered. But it's a good kind of shattered. It's a very sort of satisfied feeling. Like I feel like I've successfully helped many knitters on their way, which is great. The last class of the day though, I do feel like that could have been a 2-day class, like 2-session class rather than a one session class. So and I've had lots of really amazing feedback from all of my classes this weekend from the students. Lots of amazing, like what's the word, like positive constructive criticism, like things that I look for when I teach or in any situation is like people that give me feedback that can actually help me to be better going forward. So I really appreciated it, especially since many other classes that I taught this weekend were new classes. So it is always great to get feedback on those classes so I can learn to do them better going forward. And that's the whole point, is to constantly improve and do better even as a teacher. I am gonna go get some food. Probably going to be something really rubbish because at the moment I don't have energy to go find healthy food. And then when I come back I need to pack my bags. Then I'm probably going to crash out, and I have to get up super early tomorrow morning to go to the airport. My flight's at 8 AM, so I'm probably going to try and leave here around 4:30 AM, which just sounds miserable. But I want to make sure I get to the airport with plenty of time, and I want to avoid any potential rush hour situations. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting home. I'm going to get home, even though I leave at 8 AM, I'm not going to land till 8 PM. So I think by the time I get home, it's going to be closer to 10 PM. So it's going to be a long travel day tomorrow. So yeah, all right, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so all packed up now, ready to go. I've had my dinner and packed my bags for the most part. Just got last little bits I need to do last thing, but I have no idea what this vlog or series of vlogs is going to look like when I get to sit down to edit them. I hope they're cohesive to a certain extent. I hope that it makes sense, that it's not super patchy. I don't feel like I've vlogged as much as I have done in the past, or as much interesting things as I have done in the past when I came to BKL, mainly because I've been in classes all weekend and I've not had a whole lot of time in the marketplace or getting to see friends during the day and stuff like that, which is fine because I did come here to work, so that's expected. But I think all that means is I just don't have as much vlog footage from the weekend as I normally would have. So I hope it's interesting still, and I hope you'll have enjoyed it. I'll still be vlogging my way home, and I'll probably end it once I get home, and then I'll sit down and edit it and see how it works best, whether to do it as one whole vlog or 2 or 3 vlogs or something. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It just depends how much footage I have and how much of it is usable and how much of it makes any sense. So yeah, hopefully my voice will hold out and it won't completely leave me before I get home. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to going home and sleeping in my own bed and hugging my baby. Yeah, and obviously Perry too, I miss him a lot as well. And the cats, of course I miss the cats, I miss everyone. Okay, I'm gonna sign off for tonight. Actually, before I do, I'm gonna show you what I'm working on. So this is my current spinning project. I had these hobbledehoy batlings. That was part of my Christmas present from my friend Sam, who unfortunately couldn't make it to BKL this weekend because she was sick and bad weather, like a combination of the two. So I've already spun this. So I already spun this first turtle, which was one of these balls of grey floof. So that's this little one, and there's 4 of these grey ones. So I'll have 4 little turtles of grey. And then this rainbow stripy loveliness is actually one of these, and these were wound up into little nests as well. So what I did was I just untwisted it a bit and then poofed it out, and then I split off the different colours roughly. I mean, there's some blue and there's purple and there's some pink and that orange or whatever, like it's not a big deal. But I split it off because I wanted to separate out the colours. I didn't want to draft it all together. I thought if I drafted it all together it was gonna look more muddy than what I wanted. So yeah, this way the colours will be more defined independently. I've done the first layer of like the darkest pink, and now I'm gonna do the next layer, which is a lighter pink, and then the orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. So yeah, we'll see how far I get on that tonight before I go to bed. Morning, it's 4 AM, I'm up, I'm dressed, bags are packed, let's go. And yes, I'm pretty sure I'm definitely sick. My throat feels like I've swallowed a bunch of razor blades. So sore. Oh. Because of course this would happen as I'm trying to leave. Ugh. Up so early, even the Starbucks is closed. For the city that never sleeps. This looks pretty sleepy to me. Minus the construction noise. Never see Times Square so early, other than at like 4 AM in the morning. So at the airport now, terminal's pretty dead. Got a nice old pat down at TSA, which was great. Actually, I didn't mind that so much as the fact that we had to wait freaking forever for a supervisor to show up to witness the pat down. Because let's be honest, it was, let's just say the area they had to pat down was somewhat sensitive. Anyway, I didn't mind, I didn't care. I mean, I know they're doing it because it's their job, but yeah, I didn't like having to wait around forever for someone to show up to witness. That was a bit annoying me. And with that in mind, even though I got a pretty thorough pat down, they didn't even bat an eyelid about the knitting. Didn't even stop to look at it. guys, so I'm back home, back in my trusty yellow chair. I got home last night around 10 and pretty much caught up with Perry, went and made sure Nugget was tucked in, went to bed kind of thing. Yes, so the flight back yesterday was interesting. It wasn't too bad, like it was a shorter flight than on the way out. Usually coming home is a shorter flight, but there was, so I actually had a row of just 2 seats by the window to myself, which was great. Got very lucky with my flights this time. I don't normally luck out that much, but there was a huge amount of turbulence on this flight. Not the whole way, but for a chunk of it. It was so bad, like I was proper jumping up and down in my seat kind of level of turbulence. And it was just after they'd come round and giving everyone drinks, so I had my little cup with like a little bit of water in it. I had to hold it, and the plane was jumping up. I mean, we were all jumping up and down in this plane so much that I was like struggling not to like throw the water all over myself. And then again, the turbulence was so bad, the pilot came on the speakers and to reassure everybody that it was okay and that it was planned turbulence, that they were expecting it, it had been forecasted. 3 times he came on the PA system 3 times to reassure everybody that it was okay. And there'd been a plane ahead of us, and he said they'd let him know, they told him that it was only going to be for like another 10 minutes, it'll clear up soon. So it's fine. But there was a moment where everyone was just like looking around being like, is this meant to be happening? Because it's more than just a little bit of bumpiness. It was a lot of bouncing around. It was pretty violent turbulence, let's put it that way. Like it was a lot of ups and downs. I wasn't too worried, to be quite honest. Like stuff like that doesn't really worry me. I don't mind turbulence, but it was quite funny that the pilot felt it was bad enough that he had to come on and reassure people, not just the 1 time, but 3 times. Other than that, flight was fine, got home okay, fairly normal in that regards. I had to wake up at like 4 AM to leave the hotel to get to the airport in time. But I have to say, if you need to get through New York, 4 AM is the time to do it, because it was quick. It took half an hour to get from Times Square to JFK, and it's always over an hour long because of traffic. So 4 AM is the time to travel across New York if that's what you need to do. Times Square was basically dead. There was practically no one around. The only time of the day that you'll see no one in Times Square. They say New York is the city that never sleeps, but it's asleep at 4 AM. Anyway, I had a great weekend. It was so much fun. I got to meet so many people. I always enjoy the social aspect of these sorts of weekends. I will be teaching again in Seattle. Currently, I checked last night, I think all of my classes are still available for Seattle, other than the How to Knit Socks 2 at a Time. I think that's the only class for Seattle that's sold out so far. So, and I'm teaching all the same classes I taught this past weekend. So if there's any of those that you're interested in for Seattle, feel free to sign up. I would love to see you there. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. But for now, I'm just happy to be home. And this morning, got up with Nugget. It took her about 5 minutes to realise sort of what was going on. After about 5 minutes, she looked at me and she was like, "Mummy, you're back." And I was like, "Yes, I am back, honey. I'm back now." But Perry's leaving later this afternoon. Hey, Hugo, did you miss me? Yeah. Derek's on the sofa as well, but he's not as cuddly as Hugo is. Yeah, so I'm going to be here now, and Perry's off to New York for a few days. He's not actually going to be gone that long. I was gone longer than he's going to be gone for. So he's leaving today, he gets back Sunday. So it should be fine. And today's Tuesday, so not really that long. But yeah, so the next few days I'm just going to be settling back in. I've got an appointment tomorrow to go to. But yeah, in terms of knitting, I finished the pair of socks that I was working on the plane, and I finished that pretty soon after takeoff. Like it wasn't that much left, or there wasn't that much left on that one. And then spend the rest of the flight working on this project, and this is now finished. I literally had 2 rows left to do when we landed, so I just did that this morning. So now all I need to do is I need to graft the ends together, and I've literally managed to get
a full 16 repeats, and this is how much of the contrast color I have left. It's literally the only time Hugo shows any interest in yarn is if there's a dangly end. So I guess I'm going to work on this, get that seamed up and get it blocked. It's the perfect length as well. It's not too short, but it's not so long, because I knew I wasn't going to have enough to do a double loop, but it's like the perfect length, a single loop cowl. It'll be nice and warm and snuggly. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, I hope this vlog is somewhat cohesive. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut it up in terms of like how many vlogs it's going to be. I doubt it'll be just one vlog, just because I think it's going to be too much footage, but it might be 2, it might be 3. I haven't decided yet until I look at the footage. Fingers crossed it makes sense. If not, it'll be a bit of a highlight reel of the weekend. So, all right, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.